How are we supposed to explain to our children that Liverpool didn't score here? Crazy. According to a lot of fans, the Premier League title is between Arsenal and Liverpool at the moment. It's a fair assessment, meaning that last night's match was, by default, one of the biggest matches of the season. Liverpool-Arsenal is one of my favorite matches of any calendar year. Memories like Arshavin hitting 4 at Anfield in 2009 are hard to forget. Now, yesterday's match wasn't exactly a blockbuster event of that magnitude, but it was a very entertaining matchup, even more so when you look at the rest of the table. The top 5 is separated by only 6 points, and the team in 5th is the back-to-back-to-back Prem winners and current treble holders. From the perspective of any lover of the game and entertainment in general, things couldn't be shaping up better for the league. Initially, I wasn't planning on making this video, but it's Christmas time and we all know what that means for the Premier League. We're in for a very, very interesting next few days, and I'm here for it. Yo, what's going on everyone? Really hope you're all doing well. I'm Tinashe, welcome back to the channel. I'm wishing everyone a truly very happy holiday season. The Christmas checkpoint of the Premier League season is traditionally a very sacred point of the year. It's a period where everyone that was too afraid to make predictions at the start of the season is now kind of starting to get a bit more comfortable with puffing out their chest and saying what's on their mind. Although, after last night's match, I'm not sure how many of them are going to be confident enough to say what they really think. I think a lot of them are going to stay in the shadows for now. Like last year, we're heading into Christmas with Arsenal at pole position, but unlike last year, there is no 5 points of breathing room. Again, with Villa shocking everyone, City dropping points left, right and center, and Arsenal and Liverpool playing the way they are, the brain says that them two seem like the favorites, at least at this point of the season, which makes this as good a time as ever to jump into some thoughts regarding their recent matchup. Quick reminder that we've partnered up with SofaScore on the channel for all detailed team stats, news, odds, and all that good stuff. Give them a download, links in the description, they've got all you need. So, first things first, my first critique of this match is probably the most important one. It's Arsenal's kit. I'm not a fan. I've seen them play in it multiple times this year and it has not grown on me. Back when I was in school, we used to play a team that wore Lumo green kits and it's just not the best combination on green grass. You're being left feeling dizzy. I'm not sure who approved this, especially who approved it for a team in the Premier League. The league leaders, no less. Anyway, Arsenal hit the ground running at Anfield with Liverpool looking pretty nervous. Within seconds, Alisson was forced into a save. If anything's gonna cost Liverpool the title this year, it's gonna be that defense. They're far too inconsistent. Now, they did fall victim to some great movement by Arsenal in and around the box before the goal went in. And I want to single out Ibrahim Konate. I think it was ultimately his fault here. He did the classic defender move of not tracking his man, then hoping for all that is good that the man was actually offsides. He was not. But then, all of a sudden, as the match progresses, he goes on to become, in my eyes at least, Liverpool's best player in defense. I lost count of the amount of times that he sniffed out attacks before they even started. And I think that pretty much sums him up quite well as a player this season. When he's good, he's really good. But when he's bad, Liverpool concede goals. Anyway, Gabriel loses him and bags the opener. Based on how the game started, I really did think that Liverpool were going to be put up against the wall, but as the crowd grew louder and louder, I kind of realized this was going to be an uphill battle for Arsenal. When Guardiola asks for more noise, it's a meme. But when Klopp asks for it, you know something is up. Listen, Liverpool aren't firing at their best, so you can expect that there's going to be a subdued, maybe frustrated atmosphere at times, but I will say that it's not from lack of effort. You can see how the noise levels go up when these guys really turn it on. They're not firing at their best just because of end product, and I'm not sure what's lacking really. Somehow, Declan Rice successfully 1v5'd Liverpool in this situation, which is just one of those questions that science still cannot answer. I mean, yeah, it was more a case of Trent Alexander-Arnold missing than Declan Rice stepping in and being a hero, but why would you ruin a great screenshot like this with something silly like context? Come on guys, we're better than that. Yes, you can see the ball bounce up a little bit, making the chance a lot harder than it looks for Alexander-Arnold, but again, we do sensationalism here, okay? Salah's goal was incredible, as expected from this man, and it's the perfect poster for what this Liverpool side is about in attack, or at least what they should be about consistently in attack. The ball goes from their own half, and within like 5-6 seconds, it's in the opposition's net. A gorgeous ping, a slide dribble, and a great finish. Liverpool just need to start doing that without conceding again. Another point of contention was the Ødegaard penalty incident. Was this a handball? Should this have been a penalty? Absolutely. My man was playing basketball. But hear me out on this one. It's clearly a mistake. He clearly doesn't mean to handle the ball over here, he's slipping. However, he got a clear advantage from this moment, regaining possession, and Salah would have been through had this not hit his hand. We've seen them given for far less. All in all, I think this was a great result for Arsenal, but I think it's one that Liverpool will probably be regretting. I don't think the game was as one-sided as a lot of people seem to think that it was, but I do still think Liverpool were the better team on the day. 2 points from Manchester United and Arsenal that probably should have been 6. Arsenal, on the other hand, while being second best, particularly for most of the second half, handled themselves really well, I'd say. And that just might be Arsenal's superpower this time around. I'd be lying if I said that they are as good this year as they were last year. Last year, this time around, they were flying. The results were matching the performances and things were going really well. This year, they're not exactly flawless. They tend to switch off at various points in the game, whether that's due to complacency or fatigue, I don't really know. But the reason I say that this is a superpower is because they're still winning. There really is something to be said about the maturity and composure that they're showing this time around in that respect. Yes, Arteta might be slowly descending into madness, but his team might be onto something. Then again, maybe luck plays a larger role than we're giving it credit for here. That Alexander-Arnold shot goes in, and the narrative is flipped on its head. Liverpool had both Konstantinos Tsimikas and Luis Diaz leave the pitch through injury, dealing a major blow to Klopp's plans. And as if things couldn't get any worse for them, in an era where players are dropping like flies, even managers aren't safe. With Rodri limping off against Fluminense in the middle of the week, I think Guardiola and a lot of City's faithful have had their heads in their hands for the past couple of days. Manchester City have lost 4 games in all competitions this season. He's been missing in every single one. Apparently this injury was just a scare and nothing too serious, but I think a lot of people are now starting to realize just how fragile the balance of the race is this year. And I think over the next few days as we head into peak season, well, we're already in peak season, we're going to see more of the same. Congrats to City, they just won the Club World Cup, and because of that, they gave this weekend's matches a skip. 6 points off the top looks worse than reality, but the numbers still do not lie. They have a, albeit small, mountain to climb. Aston Villa disappointingly drew with 20th place Sheffield United on Friday night in a dramatic finish, 1-1 with both goals scored after the 87th minute. Leon Bailey had a goal disallowed after West Fotheringham was deemed to be fouled in the build-up. I think a lot of people are on the same page that Villa are playing incredible football right now. However, I doubt they have the longevity for a full, comprehensive title push. Even still, this was a disappointing result, especially considering the fact that Arsenal and Liverpool played each other. Had Aston Villa won their match, they'd go top. But regardless of any title push, these are points that they should not be dropping. Also, imagine a world where Villa were heading into Christmas as league leaders. That would have been a story and a half, wouldn't it? When it comes to Tottenham Hotspur, and I guess this is just a consequence of being Tottenham Hotspur, the way people have been talking about them over the past couple of weeks, you'd think that they dropped off the face of the earth and were completely done and dusted when it comes to the league and even top 4 this year. But they themselves are only 4 points off the top. They won by 2-1 against Everton. Now, I didn't watch this one live, but from the other side, from what I saw, Everton gave a very good performance despite the loss. Their improvement under Dyche this year has been more than impressive. Also, let's not all forget that they would be in that 10th place spot that Chelsea are currently occupying if not for the points deduction. You didn't hear that from me? Elsewhere, Manchester United fell completely flat against West Ham. They did that thing that they always do. You know the thing? They look extremely dangerous at the start of the match. You know, they come in with a couple of chances here and there. They inevitably get frustrated because they're not scoring. They take their foot off the gas. They inevitably concede. And then they just log off. Rinse and repeat. 2-0 versus West Ham. David Moyes smiling down at us. And he deserved it too. West Ham took full advantage of a United side that is just miserable at the moment. Injuries have been ravaging this team, but come on guys, this is ridiculous at this point. I will say, what a player Lucas Paqueta is. 2 beautiful assists by him made it all possible for the Hammers. That's something that United as an organization need. An assist. Or maybe Jesus. Maybe they need Jesus. And there we have it, a brief little recap on the Prem before Christmas. Got a great video essay coming up soon about the state of fixture congestion, so you can watch out for that one. Other than that, you know, feel free to subscribe, feel free to follow all the socials. That's all for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed, hope you're having a great day. Cheers, and I will catch you in the next one.